Today's lesson is Module 4, Lesson 16, Write Expressions in which letters stand for numbers. And today is going to just be a review of what we've been doing in the past several lessons. Just want to give you a reminder, write it the way you read it on the paper, and look for those important mathematical words that we talked about in Lesson 15. We're going to work through a couple of examples together and then in today's notes, and then we will do the book work together in class. So let's take a look at this first example. The difference of 15 and 5. Remember, this word difference means the operation of subtract, and that subtraction operation is going to replace that word and. So the difference of 15 and 5 is 15 subtract 5. On the next one, the sum of 4 and 6. Again, this word sum means to add, and it is going to replace this word and. So 4 plus 6. The next one I would like to take a look at is the product of 2 and 7. This word product replaces the word and it means to multiply. So the product of 2 and 7 is 2 times 7. It doesn't matter really which operation symbol you use for multiplication. I just prefer the dot when we're working in algebra. The quotient of 20 and 5. This word quotient replaces the word and quotient lets us know that we are dividing. So 20 divided by 5. The next example, the quantity of 12 plus 4 divided by 2. Remember, this word quantity tells me whatever comes after it is going to go into parentheses. So I'm going to start with parentheses, 12 plus 4. So this word here, plus, is going to change to the plus sign operation. Then 4, close my parentheses. Divided by, division operation. Remember, it's important that we put this parentheses in because according to order of operations, we would have to divide before we could add unless that addition is in parentheses. Once we put the addition in parentheses, then that means we have to do this first. The next one, the quotient of 15 and 4 minus 1. This word quotient replaces the word and remember, quotient means to divide. So 15 divided by 4. Then my next word is minus, so I get the subtraction operation. And then 1. No parentheses are necessary here because we would have to do 15 divided by 4 before we could subtract according to order of operations. So no parentheses are necessary. On this next one, 6 less than the product of 2 and 5. Because it has the word less than, I know whatever number this is going to be subtracted at the very end. So I'm going to actually start with this. Product, remember, is multiply, and it's going to replace this word and. So the product of 2 and 5, so 2 times 5 minus 6. Because 6 less than means it's going to come after everything else that we do. On the next one, 6 squared. Remember, this means that there's an exponent. And then decreased by the sum of 8 and 4. So 6 exponent, since it's squared, that's going to be a 2. Decreased by, so this is subtract. So whatever number I get here, I'm going to subtract the sum, which means to add, and sum is going to replace 8 and 4. Since I'm looking for the sum of 8 and 4, it's going to be in parentheses. So 6 squared, and then decreased by the sum. So decreased by is subtraction. The sum of 8 and 4. Since I need the sum, how much 8 and 4 is when it's added together, it has to be in parentheses. And the last one, 3 times the sum of 2 and 4, and then divided by 9. So 3 times. So this first word here means to multiply. So 3 times. I'm not going to put in this operation yet because look at this next part. The sum of 2 and 4. So sum replaces this word and. Since it's 2 and 4, it has to go in parentheses. Remember, because I need to group those two together. And anytime I have a number next to a parentheses, that's multiply. So that also takes care of this multiplication symbol. And then divided, so there's my division operation, by 9. So let's review this again. 3 times, so 3 parentheses, because a number next to a parentheses means to multiply. The sum of 2 and 4, so 2 plus 4. Then divided by, division symbol, 9. Remember, you can pause, rewind as much as you need to. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. And we will work through Module 4, Lesson 16 together as a class.